Hi ladies! Hey ladies, it's the Vintage Doll here with a pinup style video. Now, it is getting pretty cold outside here in Oklahoma, so I know that there's a lot of you also struggling with some cooler weather. A thing that you ladies are always asking me is, how do I take my pinup wardrobe into the colder months? I've seen many pinup girls start out in their pinup journey in the spring and summer, and by the time it's 30 degrees outside, they abandon ship because they don't know how to carry over the retro look into a colder month. Most of our best style pieces are warmer weather friendly. It's a lot easier to wear the things that we love and be really girly about it and really accessorize and have fun with the look when it's warmer outside. But if you're like me, cold weather doesn't stop the kind of style that you like. We like vintage looks no matter what the weather is. So I thought I would make you guys a video to kind of show you how to carry over your pinup wardrobe all year long, from warm seasons to cold seasons. This video is sponsored by Lindy and Corset Story, who have provided me with a few things to kind of help you ladies be winter and fall friendly in your wardrobe. So let's get started, okay? I have a pretty heavily stocked dress wardrobe, but when it gets cold outside, it's a lot harder to just throw those dresses on and go on my way. So I had to figure out ways to be able to still wear them even though it's freezing outside. So I'm going to show you a few different dress choices that you can go with, along with different accessories to keep you warmer and kind of give you a few more layers. So let's get started. So a few dress options that you need to keep in mind is dresses that have long sleeves. So Lindy offers several different dress choices that have sleeves on them. Now the good thing about these is that they also are going to be heavier material, so that kind of keeps you a little bit warmer. It's not a really thin cotton or polyester. These dresses are a lot thicker, so when you wear them, it's almost like putting on a full-length coat anyways. They have several different dress styles to choose from that are going to have both T-length and full-length arms. Now that's going to provide you with shoulder coverage and arm coverage that, I mean, obviously is going to give you a little bit more coverage and keep you warmer. So a good choice to always go for when you're dress shopping is something not only sleeveless, but also keep in mind when you're purchasing dresses to try and get things with sleeves or 3/4 sleeves, because it's going to provide you a little bit more coverage on your skin and keep you warmer. Another thing that you need to keep in mind when you're shopping for dresses is different patterns can transfer into fall as well. So things like warmer yellows, plaids, and navy polka dots are all going to transfer to fall really well. Why? Because they're warmer colors. It's not just spring and summer that you can wear polka dots. You can carry them through to fall and winter as well. It's all color choice. So warmer creams, yellows, reds, navies, all of this stuff can be worn just as easily in fall as it can in the spring. It's how you accessorize it and what you add to this dress that carries it over into the cooler months from the warmer months. So keep in mind, polka dots are always a great staple to your wardrobe. Just pick some colors maybe to wear out that are not bright pink or lavender, but they have some warmer tones to them. So that's always a good dress option in fall as well. Another thing you need to pay attention to is when you're purchasing dresses to keep in mind material. These materials are more of a heavy cotton or a heavy knit, and they all are going to give you more, I mean, it's going to hold in heat better. It's thicker. It's like wearing a coat again. So I like to make sure that I have some dresses that I pick out when I'm shopping that are much heavier material and are going to provide me a little bit more warmth than my spring dresses, which are a lot thinner and flimsier. So that way in the summer you're cooler, but in the winter you want dresses like these. Whether they're pencil dresses or not, thicker material, very important. The next thing that we're going to focus on is prints. Floral prints aren't just for spring. Floral prints are also great for the fall. And some of these, when you accessorize with brown leather, scarves, and leggings, can transfer over from a beautiful spring print to a beautiful fall print. Another fun thing that I've really discovered that I love is bright blues, yellows, and oranges for fall. When accessorized with brown leather, they look pretty awesome themselves. So I have several different dresses here that you can see that at the end of this video you're going to see full looks that I've styled with them. They're all by Lindy. I like Lindy because of the material choices, the pattern choices, and the size options. Lindy is going to provide dresses that cater to us all year round. They have thin options that are a much thinner material, that are halters, sleeveless, perfect things for spring and summer. But then they also have options of dresses that are thick material. So in spring, maybe not so much summer, but in spring when it's starting to warm up, you can wear them with flats. You're perfectly fine. It's not too little, not too much. But in the fall and in the winter, that heavier material definitely serves a greater purpose when it's 30, 40 degrees outside. So when you pick out a Lindy dress, you can go for a more heavier material or thinner material. You can tell by the cut of the dress. If it's a halter and ties up around your neck, it's going to be a thin material. It's a spring dress. But a lot of these dresses, when they have full sleeves, they have full collars, they're going to be a thicker material, and it definitely benefits you in the fall and winter. Another big thing about Lindy and the reason why I work so closely with them is because of their size options. I'm very petite, I'm very tiny, and finding a brand that not only caters to a very tiny person like me, but they also cater to women that are plus size and curvy. There's nothing wrong with saying that you are a negative tiny 0 or a plus size curvy size. It doesn't matter what size you are. They're all beautiful. So finding a brand that caters to both ends of the spectrum was really important to me, because I don't want to only be able to help the women that are my size find dresses. I want to help women find dresses, not women of one size. So Lindy definitely caters to a broader spectrum of real women and real bodies. So now what we're going to focus on is your undergarments. So your outerwear is only as good as your underwear, is what I like to say. And when it's really cold outside, it's really important to layer on more clothing options. So when you pick out that dress that you want to wear and it's really blustery and cold outside, you need to make sure that you have a good foundation underneath. A good foundation underneath is not only going to make your dress fit better and look better, but it's also going to provide you with kind of an inner shaping skin. It's going to keep you warmer. So important things are going to be shapewear, girdles, and things like that. Some really great ones is from Corset Story. These bad boys not only give you shape, but they also give you another layer that helps keep you warm. I wear a lot of their shaping corsets, shaping latex corsets under my dresses, and what they're going to do is not only does it give you a good foundation for your dress and it pulls you in, gives you clean lines, but these bad boys offer a lot of warmth and protection under your dresses as well. So Corset Story has every type of shapewear, corset, underbust, full corsets, waist training, and they also have a new line of shapewear. That kind of stuff is really important to wear under your dresses because it gives you a good foundation and you're not so naked underneath that dress. You have a full protection underneath, so it's going to keep you warmer in the long run, which is really important. So Corset Story is a great place for you ladies to find corsets, shapewear, underbust, full shaping corsets, fashion corsets, all at a really, really great price, because I know that's important to you ladies just like it is to me. Not all of us can go out and spend millions of dollars on spring, summer, winter, fall wardrobes. We have to kind of just invest in certain staple pieces that transfer through. Lindy and Corset Story are both two brands that are going to get you ladies quality. They're going to get you the image and style that you want, and they're going to be an affordable price to fit into your lifestyle. So that's important. So another thing is that you're going to want is different types of shapewear. Shapewear and full panties are going to be really important under your dresses because, again, they provide more coverage and more warmth. So full shaping panties that cover more of your skin, more of your body, those are all going to, my favorite are these little shorts. These are real vintage shorts. But this is the kind of stuff that's going to cover more skin, make you feel a little bit warmer and more secure under your dresses. You're not going to be so open and so exposed like you would be if you were to just go out in your dress and your stockings and a pair of panties underneath. So full coverage shapewear, very important. Another very important staple is going to be full body shapewear. So if you're going out somewhere that is a little bit more fancy, but you still need to wear full shapewear under it, these full body shapewears by what Katie did have your garter clips. They're going to provide you with great lines and shape under your dresses, but again, it's another layer under your dress that's going to keep you warmer. One of the most important things that I add on to my winter and fall dress choices is what type of legwear you wear. So, that being said, I am a big fan of backseam stockings. You guys know that. In the spring and in the summer, perfect. Sometimes in the early stages of fall, perfect. But later in fall and into winter, it's freaking cold outside, and my legs get cold, and I don't like that. So I've decided to start branching out in the leggings department, and turns out it doesn't look so bad on your dresses. Important choices to make while picking leggings to go with your dresses. Neutral colors that are going to go with your dresses. Black, gray, cream, tan, navy blue, burgundy. These things will go well under your fall dress choices, but will also keep in with the warmer vintage feel. I've noticed that things like those warm tones, as well as brown leather, kind of carries over the vintage look a little bit better than bright colors or black leather. That's just my opinion. You can tweak it the way you want because it's your style in the long run. So important things that I found to add to my winter wardrobe when I'm getting dressed is leggings that are more of a chunky knit because these are going to keep you warm. It's almost like wearing pants. And also leggings that are fleece lined. They keep you really warm. And then if you still want to wear your garters and alternate to wearing thigh-high stockings, really long over the knee to thigh-high socks. Pull those bad boys up, hook them to your garter clips, you're good to go. So those are going to be a really, really important add-on to your fall dress wardrobe because it's going to give you more coverage and keep you warm. That's our aspect here. That's what we're after, is we want to keep our butts warm because it gets really cold in Oklahoma, and leaving in just a dress and some stockings, it's not really something I have the option to do. I'd like to say I'm that retro girl that doesn't break her style even when it's snowing. No, that's not true. There's a lot of times that I just put on a pair of jeans and some boots and put on my leather jacket and I'm out the door. Let's just get real. So our last add-on that's really important to have when you go into fall and winter, if you really want to portray and keep that vintage pinup style, is going to be things like scarves and jackets and gloves. So an important thing is you can do different scarves to keep your shoulders warm. With these, I like to put them around my shoulders. When I have my dress on, I like to put them around my shoulders, and then you kind of do the grandma wrap. And I mean, I know at one point in my life I would have been like, that's for grandmas, but now I rock it like nobody's business. You wear this over your dress, it's going to cover your shoulders, it's going to give you a little bit more protection, but it still looks more elegant and kind of dressy if you have, like, you're going out on a date or you have an event to go to. Also, you can do a lot of these faux fur neck cover hoods. So it's like a big circle, but you put it over and then you can pull it up over your head, and that's going to give you some warmth and protection too. If, say, you're outside or you are, I don't know, doing anything that needs a little bit more protection. I know a lot of you guys are like, even fake fur isn't okay, and I understand that's where you stand on it. That's your opinion on it. This is literally made out of the same stuff Barbie hair is made out of, so I might as well be wearing Barbie hair. I like it. It adds a great vintage feel, kind of a retro glamour feel to my look, so I rock it. So another thing that you're going to want to invest in, leather gloves. Leather gloves, black, brown, white if you're that daring, are really important. I got these at Burlington. They're leather, plus they have the arm warmer on them, so they're great. Leather gloves are also going to give your look that vintage, retro feel. And then invest in a nice coat. If it's one thing that ruins a pretty pin-up, retro, vintage look, it's a modern coat. It can really harsh your vibe. So a beautiful fur, kind of thicker, I like to call these like, they almost look like retro couches or curtains. They're that real thick, heavy material. That's going to keep your look on point without ruining it, but it's also going to keep your butt warm. Last but not least, shoes. One second. So my favorite choice in footwear when it comes to adding on to these dresses after I put my shapewear on, I put my dress on, I've put my full leggings on, is boots. So my very, very favorite pair of boots was these ones that I got from Target a long time ago, and they kind of look more like a Robin Hood, Peter Pan boot. As you can see, I wore the bejeebers out of them. I gotta get a new pair. But these are, they kind of have a more feminine riding boot feel, like a retro riding boot that ties into your look a little bit better. Doesn't modernize it. It keeps it classic and elegant, which ties into your dress image. I prefer brown leather with my looks. I think that it has more of a vintage feel to it opposed to black leather, but some girls just prefer black leather, so I mean whatever tickles your fancy. Another thing that I really love is these booties that tie up. These ones are navy blue suede. I wear these with my jeans, but I also wear them with my dresses. So you want to find things that kind of pull your look together, but don't modernize it too much. So you don't necessarily want to be trekking out in snow in heels or flats, and if you're like me, your feet get really cold. So you want to be able to wear things that are going to work with the elements, but are still going to keep your look on point. So I hope this video has helped you guys. It gets cold, and sometimes wearing pretty pinup dresses just isn't realistic. It can get cold outside. I'm a big fan of just wearing high-waisted jeans with a brown leather belt, a cute button-up top like this from Lindy, and my brown boots. You do your regular pinup makeup, regular pinup hair, and you go on your way. It still kind of gives it a retro 60s look with the jeans. It's kind of like a retro riding girl. But that's what I do. At the end of this video, you guys are going to see a lot of slides of how I put all of these looks together, and my niece did the photography for them. But Lindy and Corset Story are two great places to go to add on to your wardrobe when it starts to get a lot colder outside. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you guys are more than welcome to post them below, or you guys can send me an email to my fan mail, also posted below. I want to thank Lindy and Corset Story for providing us with some really great things that I could share with you guys. Maybe introduce you to a new brand that you didn't know existed. But I hope you guys learn to keep yourselves warm. Don't freeze before next spring. Car show season will be here in no time. And I need you to all have your fingers and toes. So I'm Emily Doll, the Vintage Doll, teaching you how to keep your stems and all your bits and pieces warm in the fall and winter as a pinup girl. So I love your faces. Bye.